How'd you like that guitar playing? Not sure if you saw it or not. What else am I going to do? But just get into to E-tune. Some Mahamudra for you again. Here we go. I would advise you to listen to it 2 speeds faster, because that's what you're used to, and nobody being able to slow down. Sorry, if I get away from a Mars line, I'll be feeling so much better. People seem to be geared like machines, and I say, maybe you ought to tune to something better than being really mean. Women, give yourself the permission to screech and say no. I don't know, 'cause that's all you have for you. That's all you can really do. Close your legs if you have to. Make this be said, this void needs no lying. You rest on nothing at all. Now without making an effort, let your breathing take you home. I'd do so much better when I'm not recording anything at all. It's hard to get the best of on any kind of tape, unless you have a good friend who records for you all the time. Don't worry, it's inside of the divine. Nothing new under the sun. I did it all really now. What I was supposed to do for you is play my music somehow. I'm like, and that was not even a good version. I mean, imagine if I did try to play. Not around here. Like I was trying to tell you, I live in. It's a strange place. I keep saying that. And I know Nancy's tired of hearing it. It's like, well, what am I going to do, you know? What if it's a huge illusion, which I know it is, and it's one of the toughest illusions that you're going to have to try and get through, is that there's an external, something that you have to worry about externally, says a nutcase inside of their insane asylum. I don't fully believe a lot of the main stuff that we're fed about, like how to live our lives. Because why do we have physical bodies if we're not supposed to interact with the outer space area? And having said that, have you noticed other people there that just do not have a good vibe and they leave you with a kind of sour taste in your mouth? Maybe it's highly confrontational because you have a difference in opinion, maybe? Or is it the repellent system? Because some people are jacked up with more heavy metal than others, right? Getting back to the stairway to heaven, and you're freaking rock stars. Yeah, I have been up north, past Bakersfield, up past San Francisco, which is a worldwide renowned place, I'm sure, right? So I'm in California. I'm talking about going. There's Mount Shasta, something called geodetic astrology, where you can find out like what the best place for you is to go, depending on like what you want to happen for you, if it's your career or your relationships or uh, yeah, kind of generally that kind of thing. Of course, you can't appease all levels of or all slots of what it is to be human. Like but see, up north, my ascendant changes to Pisces. Yeah, your ascendant changes when you start to move away from your birthplace. It begins to alter a bit. It's really interesting study because it is true. The geodetic astrology, you don't want to go to the worst place in your life. You shouldn't ignore. See, a lot of times you'll have a premonition of it anyway, and a lot of times you'll be drawn to the place that you want to go. And I am drawn to Alaska. Alaska is a place just because of the landscape. See, a lot of people will start saying, "Oh God, the political arena there," and I'm like, I'm not talking about that. I never have. I mean, if you want to talk, if you're gonna let that stop you, might as well stay put in your premature coffin that they have you sitting in right now. And like I said, there's the external world right there that calls the shots for you. I say, just put your spacesuit on tightly, get a tight spacesuit that you like, and know that it's just a strange matrix. I experience it lately. Every day when I go out, I can tell how to do it. You just have to be willing to focus and decide to do it. And that could be one of the hardest things for some of us right now, especially the Aries people, with how much that we are actually going through. There's a huge transformation going on with humanity, and the Aries people feel it first. In such a way, it's not that, well, I'm not saying that, and we are just succumbing to the serum, and we are soon going to lullaby the entire population into, no. We are going, excuse me, no, and, oh, really? And it's like, wait a minute, I am here, and it's stuff like this, is because we are, as human beings, awake as the I am, what we're connected to, really. We are a technology. That's one of the things I was wanting to talk to you guys about, is that we are a PC, basically. And there's an interfacing system sent from benevolent beings who live in outer space called the English alphabet, which I keep trying to talk about every once in a while or every video. And that because we are software, and but you have no idea. See, still, we are in the middle of trying to evolve back into outer space, perhaps. Very simple subject matter, but then one vast leap for all of mankind, or something like that. You know what I mean? Because no, do you really know what I mean? Though, can you have this conversation? It's quite funny. It's hilarious. First of all, see, yeah, for sure, you have to get high definition. You have to know your language. Yeah, you have to know your language. See, I keep saying outer space and the O, the grand O, which is God. Really, hey, now, yeah, if you do bother to have a typewriter in front of you, you should know what type you are and then start registering accordingly because you have no idea. It's a matter of like, well, would you like a broke off, the sensation of a broke off civilization? Well, see, they're doing it anyway. They're doing it anyway. Did you hear? Okay, no, but did you hear about the split? But they are going to, they have reversed so much. I cannot begin to explain to you what I've been seeing lately because my third eye is pretty much open, and it's not to say that it's peaches and cream around here. No. What a weird what a weird place we are in. I don't care if you're in Ukraine or Australia or New Zealand, there is an infection amongst the global population that is supposed to advance into outer space. And there's like a huge distraction system. Yeah, and it's not for everybody. You know, the real live subject matter of who we really are, like how do we really space travel? Very obscured and science fiction, and then there's mainstream taking it over. It's more organic though than you will ever be taught. Yeah, there's a stuck race here, and I think that the problem with them it's that they have a stickiness. Yeah, it's like, okay, so they're karmic. The karmic thing that's going here on here as a planet where it's a wheel, a karmic wheel, where people are getting on and off. See, but some don't get on and off. They're stuck here. See what I mean? It's like, okay, how about this? They don't, if there is a such a thing as graduating to other planets or even other dimensions that are the same as this, but it's a different paradigm, they're not making it into another paradigm. They are kind of like, okay, so now getting back to the human PC, I go like this because when you are installed, if you're turned on enough, it's what's called turned on, tuned in enough, you're going to become more and more what you're meant to be is human. That's really it. Because the universe is human, then you'll start to interface with the entire universe. See, uni means one, and then verse means to sing, or like a chorus, or some people say spoken word, which I don't quite like that, but we understand what you mean. Verse, when you reduce down that word, which is what I've been shown about the decoding system, because we obey the R rule. Let's look what's there further, because verse is kind of, we don't know what that, but we know what the word see or seer means. Yeah, you can spell the word seer there. Yeah, that's very important to be able to connect this up. See, once you start getting higher and higher up on the pyramid of the human species here on this plane, see, there's two possible pyramids to know about. And yeah, just because that's the way that controlling the masses would work, kind of a thing. Like, so now, just because we don't see the two pyramids or something like that doesn't mean that there isn't two layers there. It makes me think of the schism. There's the word schism, that it's or a parasitical thing that holds on to the very potential of evolution and humanhood. I was going to say humanism to happen. See, this is a very controversial subject matter about transhumanism, And see, that's another thing that we're missing because we don't know our language. If we look up our language and find out what trans means and then humanism means, the bright thing about it, the promise is that human beings, is still here. It just moves across a strata like a miracle can happen. Unlike dehumanization. My cat wants to play fetch here. I don't know what she has. I'm going to play fetch with. Can't see it. Anyway, I need to find her cap. Sorry about this. Maybe I'll just edit it now. So, here. Anyway, yeah, it's dehumanization that you want to worry about, and that's what exactly is kind of going on. We're talking about the extincting of humans themselves and having something that looks human here, just left here, tooling about. Seems like it's just guarding the place. Like, no, for right now, we're wavering your rights, your birthrights and all that, to become human here and to know anything. And yeah, really, man, because I was talking about this space travel thing. It's really interdimensional travel if you really want to know how humans do it for ages on end, and whatever is going on out there, it's hard to tell with the NASA and especially, yeah, Elon Musk. It's like, well, zippity doodah, see, talking about the stuck race. I mean, it's hard to believe that there are some people, and now this getting into your narcissist subject matter, you love it, and I get to put a title on there, narcissist, and it gets more views. But no, that's what, it's hard to believe that, see, there are people called narcissists. I'm playing fetch with my cat, so that's what's going on. I don't move my computer much because the wire is screwed up right there. My first cat that I had for 17 years, when I first got this computer, she knocked it down and messed up the connection right there. It's been like that for forever, right? Anyway, narcissists are like kind of yet to be programmed kind of people. They are on default, and they have to have yet to be like turned on and realizing that how they're programming themselves, right? Yeah, and there's nothing more frustrating in the world than, you're surrounded by this ecology of people that need that instruction, but you're doing fine, right? You're just like, well, I don't have a problem with my confidence, and so I kind of get whatever I want. But this is, if you listen to Abraham Hicks, that's the goal. You're like, well, if the universe is there for you to align with through vibrational frequency, and when it feels good, that's when you know that you're on the right track and you're getting what you need and what you want, and you put that in your vortex, see, and you milk it, milk it, milk it. See, that's what I'm just saying, that's I had to kind of interrupt it because it's like most of the population think that you're sounding arrogant and all this stuff, and then even challenging them or something. And it's a big, oh God, society is so sick that it's like, good luck out there. It's getting worse and worse. People that don't know what else to do except for they're doing the right thing as far as money is concerned. Their education too. It's built to destroy and then self-destruct. Just put that necktie on tighter. There you go. Uh, I hope that some of you people are laughing at some of my morbid humor. What does this mean? I think it's perfect for the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm just well adapted, and I suggest that you get on top of it like that, but don't really let everybody know that you play the guitar and who you really are. Yeah, but see, don't fall for, here, how about this? Sorry. Um, my cat really wants to play, and I'm wondering where's her little darn lid. I just love her so much. She's so cool. She's right now getting inside of the little dish I have full of little earplugs. She likes getting the. Oh no, she wants the hair tie. It's either that she loves the hair tie. So she wants to play. She's so sweet. I love her so much. Oh, she's so sweet. Here, let's play with me and her fetchy wetchy. Yeah. Anyway, just talking. Hi, how are you? How did you like those other videos? I really feel the need to play music. I'm being oppressed where I am, but I'm trying to get over it. They don't know they don't have power over me. I'm certainly not really in battle or anything like that. I've always been able to turn my back and just forget about things because I'm over it. You see, but I know I did the right thing in the very beginning, but I guess see what happened is their ego got hurt. Their ego got screwed up, and they didn't really know how to put water under the bridge because there was some. Sorry about this, boy. I shouldn't be talking to any of the spies that are spying on me to know, but I just there's the reality of it, and I have a profound responsibility to plead my case and be as clear as we can as far as we can go with the hearsay thing. And there's some very peculiar stuff going on where I think that if you get it out of the place of really they're not going to really investigate or talk about any real human rights or anything like that. So, and then also getting into how that uh, well, this is the time to start having real conversations over mainly it's just quality control. Like, what kind of place do you want to live in? Yeah. And unfortunately for me, it's beautiful kind of, I know what's happening, and I'm in the middle of, I think it's the same video I've made. I made this video like 5 years ago that says, so be nice to not attract sociopaths or narcissists, during the time when I would like to make a major transition here. It may or may not, who knows? You never know these fucking people. See, why I think that I need anybody to make this transition, well, but here's the truth, you fucking people, is that people make it into your life when you're wanting to, you have to have people in your life. How do you go shopping or even get a job? Or what's the use if there isn't somebody there? See, and see the miserable thing about your narcissists and your narcissistic society, probably first of all, as a society, it's just stupidity. But as individuals, they're not very good mirrors at all. They're not reliable mirrors. Their mirrors are warped. It's about mirroring, and they don't realize that. When you turn your mirror off, just because see, this is the problem with their mirror. Same thing with the law of attraction, what I was trying to tell you about the Abraham Hicks thing. It's definitely related to the law of attraction. It's what they focus on, the version that is there. It is there. You're going to focus on that version and then bring it up, which is the mainly thing that they focus on is the negative parts. Oh, my poor cat, she wants me to throw. Here it is. Yeah, they focus on the negative things. It's like you write this beautiful thing, and they go, right there you spelled intrinsic wrong, or something like that. Sorry, I just pulled out right now we have Sun in Virgo, and we're in the middle of there's an eclipse in Pisces coming up. It's best to be as quiet as you can and do some meditative, sleep inside of the middle of the day. Just don't be afraid to take a nap and really, if you have any worries or questions, have them, just give them to the outer interdimensional beings that love you, because I'm telling you the truth, that's the truth about some of us spiritual people. We know how to do that and listen. It's really listening to the higher self. You are able to no, you have babes, ask your angels. Dare do it. Dare do it. Say, okay, yeah, the crazy woman over there said to try this, and because you probably are miserable enough at one point. See, they won't really respond unless you're authentically miserable. That's the truth. They hear your emotions. If you're crying, they're going to feel that goes on. What the hell? My cat, where is her toy? She said she brought it. Oh, here it is. Oh, cool. Anyway, yeah, and then so when you're feeling that emotions and the tears are flowing, invite your angels in, the good angels, in to guide you in any way, shape, or form. It's a pathetic place to be, really, as a human at that point emotionally. There's better emotions to experience, which is the emotion or just the way of gratitude. Did you find it, babe? Come on, baby. The emotion, I don't know if it's gratitude, an emotion, but really the joy and stuff like that, really, when you're feeling that way, when you're overflowing with good feeling, the best thing to do is ask your angels, well, what do you want me to do for you? I love you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And what would you like me to do? I don't think I have much to do unless I have you helping me, guiding me. Yeah. God, thank you. Oh, he's so sweet. Oh, she's a bit man, it's grown in the line and on in the line in the mind. Well, you see, I'm going to find her little toy. Whoops! Uh, I have to get through. I have to get through this time, and I am humanity, by the way. So it's like this. We have to get through this time of kind of just wading through demons, literally, kind of weeding and weeding out demons out of our life, and in the form of, well, they appear to be people that are there, yeah, and just meet up with our good friends. That's always been kind of, but it's never been more serious now. I mean, they made a huge, serious social media platform that's based in that. By the way, that's what it is. Sweetie, I gave you your cap over there. What are you doing? Yeah, it's right there in our faces, you guys. How that you're supposed to collect friends. And it's like, good luck. Do you know what a friend is? In India, they have it down. They say, no, that's a certain quality person. There's two types. Yeah. And so when you gather, I think this is the same video, right? Maybe I'll edit it. When you gather into a pyramid, the ones that are capable of being friends, which is human beings, people who are achieved in love, they can be just a little bit interested or a lot achieved already. And their conversation will reflect it. Not only that, but so will their beings, and some weird stuff goes on around them. Uh, Particularly the life that goes on around them is something of a phenomena called harmonious. It could be desirable to some. And it's like, what can we do to protect ourselves? Because it's kind of like, well, look out for the elephants in the china shop in the form of people. that they can't be interested in anything but some kind of power tripping game or something. She's got all these different toys now. I got to play with her with. And she's a versatile cat. She's a Gemini. I'm pretty sure she probably has a lot of cancer though. I sense the cancer Gemini feel, and so we're playing fetch with the hair tie and then a bottle cap. I don't know if the sound is good here, so I'm going to check it here right in the middle of this video because I can. I know how to do that. I'm going to turn this up, but now what I'm going to do, whoops, sorry about that here. Um,
Oh, she's so sweet and wonderful. She's the most wonderful thing I've ever here. Oh,
okay, so pardon me while I just look here at the sound settings. Whoops, my mouse. You wouldn't believe how I kind of hang on by a thread here. There's a reason why I haven't went out and tried to start up my old life again. That's basically it. I can't go back to my old life. A lot of us are like that. I hear to tell you it's not really like a global thing. No, you're going through a process of life. Like, how old are you? See, I'm going to turn 51 in come here, and it's just a certain time of life. You're going through a process of life here that is beautiful. It has certain stages, and see, it's bittersweet when some of the stages you have to let go of it, right? It could be illusory as hell. Like, you don't have to follow that program and get old. And I'm like, I know that. One of the finer ways to get old is to be around a narcissist. I'm sorry. They can really bum you out, and yeah, you feel it all over your body. I hate to tell you, right? And it's hard to tell who's who. Maybe I don't know. See, there's another reason why you want to get in the right pyramid, and then, but kind of just based on language and vibrational frequency, should be going on. But they have totally switched things on around on us. Who are they, Shauna? What do you mean? Well, for sure, I'm not going to be able to change the world and even be safe calling out the world and trying to have it go to hell in a basket and have everything great and ducky left over. But don't you think, okay, so it seems to me that there's cliques out there and it's operating on automatic. It doesn't even know that it's there. It doesn't. Yeah. But then again, I think a lot of um, the membrane, I guess I'll call it, does. It does know full well, and they have communications over it. But I think that this particular clique that I'm talking about, which is, I'm not going to really talk who it is, but it's very money oriented. Say that, and yeah, it's kind of pardon me while I'm looking at my microphone and I'm trying to see. Whoops. Uh. Oops. Ow. 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 Good girl. I'm trying to see. I think it's all right. Yeah, I think my microphone is fine. Let me just test it like this. Hello, did you hear that? Is it better now? All right. So anyway, I just think that there's one side of the organism that will say, well, there's an emergency here because, I mean, if they don't say that, then they're going to be pissed all the time. And I see that a lot. Sorry, I'm still a kid, kind of. Aries rising, 6 degrees. Here I am, 51 though, but I'm looking at it. I'm like, there's a way of life going on out there where I don't see very many happy people. I see them very stressed out, right? I'm not imagining that. And I'm not saying that you should just shirk your worldly responsibilities at all either. I think this is a very strange time that we're living in, let alone a strange place. And astrologically, we're looking at a reset that is trying to happen. And did I talk about it in this video about the Aries people who are showing the symptoms of and are able to handle it? See, they're the first ones. They are the first responders. And see, we're kind of ahead, especially if you have Aquarius. We're kind of ahead of the organism. And when they're freaking out, see, it has yet to happen. The people that live most in denial and self-deception are the last ones that figure out things. Figure what things out, Shauna? What do you mean? Well, there's a lot to understand what's happening here. Yeah. A lot of people will find out when it's too late, but they know that they're good and miserable about something. And so, unfortunately, whenever you get good and miserable is when you start listening and saying, now, what were you saying about a whole different way? But but by that time, especially in the United States, I mean, figuratively, really, physically, a lot of times, see, they get to you physically. Who are they, Shauna? What are you talking about? Just look at like how that it's very easy. Apparently, it's very easy to become diseased. I don't want to get specific, but there's like bodily disease, and then of course the mental illness could be happening, right? And then what else? Uh, spiritual, spiritual vacancy. You know what I'm saying? And so, thanks for listening to all of this. Why is it so intense? What are we talking about? Well, let's look at where. Pardon me while I look where my book is. Look where the book is. Um, where is it? It's right here, and I was going to look at where Mercury is. It's interesting to find out because we do have the sun in Mercury, and then we have a Mercury-ruled moon that's going to be new in Virgo, and then it's going to be full in Virgo, and in between is a full blood moon eclipse on the 7th of September, I think it is. And so here we are in September already. We just turn the page. Do you see the September and do you see those squiggles? I'm going to look at this and tell you a story. We have Mercury is going to go into Virgo on the 3rd. See, Mercury in Virgo, it's just going to be more talking. You're going to see a lot of talking. See, Virgo kind of talks a lot, like a little bit out of the inner workings where a lot of people would not expose that stuff, but we just go ahead and talk about it because it's part of healing. And if there is a problem or anything, it's important to just know how to get it out. And anyway, and then works on very smart people, but with Mercury and Virgo, the communications is going to turn into details, myopic things, in order to heal and to clean out, and everybody's different and everybody has it's kind of analytical for sure. It's on, along the ley lines of healing, right? So we're talking about medicines and foods used as medicines, your daily routines that you do, in fact, that are an effort to have a better body, lifestyle, mentality, everything. That's what Virgo is kind of like that. Hard to like kind of people, but know that they are that way where they're just smart and they're doing the right thing by looking into the details of everything. And so they can really be, the word is not perfectionist, it's really just accurate and discerning with things. And they will get into the It's earth sign, so it's definitely good with the money and saving. Well, it's able to. I know that Virgos are very thrifty with their energy and stuff. So would Cancer be. I mean, that's the earth signs. They really know how to like kind of make the honey, you see, and create an ambiance that is intellectually for sure. With Virgo, intellectually is elegant and satisfactory or above average, I guess, or I want to say luxurious. Something that money can't really buy. Not really. No. And that's the earth signs. The earth signs might have, but they do money good. Thanks for listening. Their services might garnish a wage or something. Hi, send some money, please. I don't know what to tell you, man. I keep trying to tell you it's a combination now. I mean, I can kind of tell you. It's like, okay, so have you ever been in this position where you think that for sure, like, okay, you think you got to change everything. Basically, got to change everything. It's like humanity has to change everything. They have to change how they keep their water, their food, their medical, everything, right? So, but this might come up more. It's kind of polishing what we are going to come up with to do these changes that we need to make. Virgo is going to help us with it. Yeah. And I imagine me, see, I just like even this stuff in the background here, it's like I gotta weed out some of it. Get rid of it. If you're not using it and it has been sitting there for 5 years or more, get rid of it. Throw it out. I don't care if you do live in the mountains and sometimes you think that you don't really have neighbors that it's even more desolating than ever because they sure ain't gonna fucking ask you and be nice and ask you for something that you can give them, like some salt or some sugar, just and then say, is there anything you really need? Or just babes. The thing that happened with me talking about that, so kind of getting back to the original conversation, maybe. Um, it's just okay. So, oh wow, right? So it's a can of sardines. I have to go. I don't live in a can of sardines. Sorry. I might live on top of a bike and have spend the night on a warm beach somewhere. I probably would prefer that, than feel like I'm being trapped here in a can of sardines and all of them stink. I don't know. I could live in my head about where I am, but that's not going to look fun. Fun. That's not going to be fun because I don't know. I'll give it a try. It's not really not in my head more than in the reality of the truth of living in intention. Yeah, and so I would love to attract the people. See, this is what I was trying to talk about. Is just we have to reorientate ourselves. It's a very slow but sure thing about friends for a lot of us. Okay, so I'm speaking for my generation. And the generations ahead of me, um, because yeah, and also see, talking about generations, there's a phenomena of programming that is designed to. Well, first of all, there's the degeneration. I was going to say, just watch out for the degenerates that they do not get in the way or dampen the generations. See, it's best to know what it is we're talking about, like what we're saying. See, they're letting us know. It's just generating what? Well, that's a good question. Is it degenerates or is it degenerated? Like, are people not really passing down the right information by telling stories to each other about everything? Because um, if you imagine, like, it's like if you don't, it's just like you're being harnessed up, working for something else that not only taxes you literally your money, but it taxes your whole fucking energy. your potential to be a man or a woman kind of thing. Yeah, it's really tough in the modern day West. And sorry that I keep talking like this. What does Shauna need? Oh, I could use a really cool glass of water like you could probably use, right? And make sure it's clean. And I do need, I would like to think that there was somebody out there that can soothe me personally, but they have the same problems I do. They do, and probably not. And a lot of people would love my problems. Like, geez, Shauna, you can't afford $12,000 just to catch up on some of your debt and stuff. And I'm like, well, no, but not yet. I think that I'm working on it, to tell you the truth. I'm going to have AI help me. It shouldn't be this way for whatever reason that it seems like I have a block, right? About, what do you think, money? See, I would say, not really. You have a block. Thinks everybody is on the wrong end. Okay, that they think that they have to work for money when really you should make money work for you. I didn't just say that that I'm not willing to really put some steam behind things. See, I'm doing some stuff that it's like, well, yeah, but see, those people can't really afford to help to pay me. Um, it's a weird scene. You know, and also it's the old life that I used to live. A lot of people around me don't realize that. Oops, are you okay, baby? Okay. She wants to play. Um, a lot of people don't realize that it's like, no, who cares if they don't realize it or not? See, I have to. It's a gradual. Fucking A, people, please help out. I I would love to. See, it's going to come up more and more that if I go when I go through it. See, I'm turning 50. I've already turned 50. Depends on if you're a man or a woman, but I think both they go through a Chiron return, which is very difficult. It's like you think you're dying or something, or you're going crazy, or all of it. And especially if you've never, well, your relationships may kind of go weird. You know, it's an issue. Really, have you found love yet? Stuff like that. People my generation, Libra, is the generation we'll see is probably happening already. That it's just more and more the statistics are showing that people are getting married at a later age. When before it was that no, you get married when you're 20 or 25 and then you have a 65-year marriage. No, the Libra generation will be doing what is called precocious maturity in a lot of ways. And then the marriage thing, they late bloomers is what it's called. They just kind of, well, what is it? See, is it love that you're doing or not? See, a lot of them will maybe have the whole rigmarole go down where they raise the kids already and but they have an ex and their kids are grown up already. They're 25 years old and they're like, well, I have to find actual love. And it happens, and it's just a destroyer, man, because it's just a whole flip around. It is, and on top of the fact that love itself tends to really be a lot deeper than a toxic relationship. Really, it's a lot more difficult than a toxic relationship because it's like it's almost like it's torturous because it's like, why would I let go of this particular connection over a something or other, which is your own subconscious programming? It's like you have to work through it. What is really going on there? What is really going on there? Now, if you guys cannot communicate, and if it really is a mismatch, then it's just like, would you please go get counseling? I don't know. If you have Libra without any major afflictions, a lot of times they're very, very good in relationships. They can be because they try to keep the peace and then they're diplomatic about things. Everybody can get miserable and toxic when they start pushing their feelings down and they're unable to communicate about anything. I don't care what sign you are. If you're not a communication person, that's too bad. Did you notice it's all about communications? And then, but not only that, babe, see, we get past that, we have reality. Why do you think we communicate? See, it's just to celebrate that. It's just pointing at it. If the communications itself says that it's reality and the truth, then that is Antichrist. Communications is just celebrating something, and then after a while, though, you want to turn your communications off and just watch. Can you really explain this? It doesn't need explanation. It is what it is. And check it out, baby. Do I have to sing the song again? I knew it. The ultimate ground of being. The ultimate ground of being is beyond our words and symbols. But for you, my dear friends, earnest and loyal to that field. Must this be saying that void needs no reliance? Rest on nothing at all. Now without making an effort, just remain loose and natural, like I was dancing supernatural, my friend. Breaks the yoke, gaining liberation again. Sing it again. The darkness of the ages can never shroud the glowing sun. Nor can any of the illusions of words hide mind's brilliant light. There's been so many stories about this lately. Mahamudra, effortless now, just remain loose and natural, my friends. Don't even put your hair up. Like unreal people, you aren't liberated. Blow your mind. I don't know when I'll ever get good at that. Gotta move.